Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Dai, and today I am bringing you my thoughts on the series My Girlfriend's a Geek, story by Pentabu, art by Rize Shinba. This is a 5-volume manga series that was published by Yen Press, and it is rated older teen. In this one, we follow a guy named Taiga. He is in college and is looking for a job, and chance is on his side when he sees a very attractive girl walk into a business that happens to have a "we're hiring" sign outside. So, to kill two birds with one stone, he goes and applies for the job, hoping that he'll be able to get close to this attractive girl. He does end up getting the job and has an opportunity to kind of get to know her, and he develops a relationship with her. Right after their first date, she tells him, "There's something I need to tell you. I am an otaku. But not only am I an otaku, I'm what you would call a fujoshi." And he has no idea what that means. He knows what an otaku is, but he just thinks that she's into anime and manga. He's into manga, but not really anime, but that's okay. He tells her that's not a problem, but he doesn't understand what types of manga, anime, or anything else that she's interested in. So this series follows their relationship for, I think, the first year. At least that's what I perceive. And it's actually based on a true story. The story was taken off of Pentabu's blog, and he had written a series of blog posts about how he met his girlfriend and the things that they had done together, or things she had said to him, and things like that, and they came up with this manga series. There is also a light novel duology, I believe, that is also based on the blog posts. And I'm not sure if it's the actual blog posts put into a book format, or if it's been edited to look more like a novel. So how did I get introduced to this series? My daughter had gone to a library that is not our usual library in our system, and she was browsing the manga shelf, as she does, and she had come across this title. We had just finished reading Wotakoi, Love is Hard for Otaku, and she thought that this would be an interesting take on what it would be like for the main character in that series had she been able to maintain a relationship with a person who was a non-otaku. And so she brought it home for me, thinking that it would be something that I'd enjoy. She didn't plan on reading it herself, not really. And so I kind of had expectations going into this one. For me, the story was just fine. I mean, it was good. The art is totally my style, something that I probably would have seen on the shelf and picked it up anyway, because it was aesthetically pleasing for me. But the story fell flat for me. And I think because it's based on a true story, I kind of am a bit disappointed. And there's just something about Yuiko, who is the girlfriend, and I don't have a problem with the fact that she's a fujoshi, or her excitement about her hobby. But I do have a problem with the fact that she treats her boyfriend rather poorly while enjoying her hobby, I guess. For example, she doesn't ever call him by his name. She, early on, and I believe this starts in the first volume, she starts calling him Sebas, which is short for Sebastian, which is the butler from Black Butler. I guess there's like a fandom in that group regarding Sebastian and another like character who I have to believe is like CL. I'm not really versed in these types of BL yaoi type relationship pairings or fandoms or anything like that, so this is coming from someone who like has like very little to no knowledge of this fandom, but it is something that I'm interested in learning about. In any case, back to what I was saying. She early on adopts calling him Sebas. He asks her not to several times and she just ignores him. And then she says, you know, okay, well, if you don't like that, how about this? And it's like something even worse. So he just kind of lets her call him that, even though he doesn't like it. And throughout the entire series, I think she calls him by his name one time. So it's, to me, it's kind of like she doesn't even take into consideration the fact that her boyfriend doesn't care to be called the name that she's chosen for him. And not only that, she doesn't seem to care that he is uncomfortable with some of the situations that she kind of puts him in. And I'm trying to be very vague because I don't want to give spoilers. But yeah, she doesn't seem to care at all what he thinks or what his input is. She kind of forces him to do things. She goes about her own like business and then drags him along and like ignores him. She lies to him. It's not a really healthy relationship from my point of view. And again, because this is based on a true story, I can't believe that this guy let her treat him that way. And I do wonder if they are still together. Like I said, I perceive that this 5 volumes covers about a year into their relationship, like the first year. But I can't be sure. The way she acts with him is completely unacceptable in my eyes. And I truly don't even know why he'd want to date her. We don't really get a lot of scenes with them in non-otaku situations. It's usually a situation where she is either shopping for something or she's playing a game, like a visual novel, or I think they call it eroge. I'm not sure. And when he is with his friends who are non-otakus and she's around, she always turns the conversation to something that is BL or yaoi, and it's like she's always calling for attention and never allows Taiga to have his own like time. It's always going to be about her, and it's never about what he wants. I mean, she even goes as far as to make him write her a BL story based on her 2 favorite characters of serialized manga at the time. And he just does it. So, yeah, I don't know. This one fell short of the mark for me. I think I also had expectations because it's from a male perspective. We don't see a lot of, or at least I don't read a lot of stories that are romance based from a male perspective. And so that's something else that had interested me in this title going into it. But Taiga's not a really great character either. He really is a pushover. He lets her walk all over him. And yeah, I don't know how their relationship works. I think having more of a basis as to things that they did, you know, outside of having BL references would have helped. But I don't even understand why he's interested in Yuiko other than the fact that he finds her physically attractive. So there's that too. That being said, I'm kind of interested in seeing what these blog posts look like and why a publisher might be interested in making a story or publishing a story like this. I mean, I can see the appeal, but in this particular instance, yeah, I don't think this was a very healthy relationship to portray. In any case, if you do see it on the shelf somewhere, definitely take a look at it. It's interesting. Like I said, the artwork is beautiful, and it is hilarious at points. It does have a few charms here and there, but it's definitely not going to be a series that I add to my collection. I'm glad I read it because, like I said, it was hilarious at times, and a different perspective into a relationship between an otaku and a non-otaku, which is something that I don't see a lot. So yeah, let me know if you will be checking this title out or if you have read it and what you thought of it. I hope you're all doing great, and until next time, take care and smile always. Bye!